Welcome, Taos Academy graduating class of 2023, families and friends. I am Dr. Tracy Phyllis. I'm Executive Director here at Taos Academy, and it is with great pleasure today to celebrate with students, our students here, students in our audience, students on the screen in the other building, parents, families, community members, Taos Academy's staff over there, and members of our governing council here in the front. We want to celebrate the successes of all of our graduates, our 2023 graduates. And to begin this morning's ceremony, I am proud to introduce Sarai Garcia, who will be singing our national anthem, followed by Dr. Ted Wyard with the invocation. So please stand. I think that's how she set up for you, right? Yeah.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Thank you.
Thank you, Sarai. That was beautiful. Give her another round of applause. What an honor to have her. Awesome. Thank you. So at this time, I'd like to introduce Mr. Cal Van Willigen and Miss Patty Kravitz for our Student Letter Awards. Come on up. Oh, did I miss? I apologize, you're right. Mr. Ted Wyard, Dr. Ted Wyard, I apologize, you're right. Come on up. I missed Ted, how did I do that? Oh my God.
I'm the right person to miss. So I've come to every graduation, and someday they'll let me graduate. You guys were a little quicker. Before I do the prayer, though, I want to thank all of you. You're the class that has lived through COVID, of the unknown, of many different turbulence and trials, and you chose to stick in, and you're here graduating. You are the first class that has walked through all 3 years. So congratulations to all of you, your families. And thank you for being our teachers of flexibility, kindness, and compassion. Let us pray. Dear Lord, great Creator, Mother, Father, God, Infinite Spirit, We thank you for this moment. We thank you for this celebration, a celebration and ceremony that honors many trials and tribulations, as well as many smiles, joys, victories, and accomplishments. We thank you for this amazing school that continues to just be such an enormous part of our community, our nation, and our world. We thank you for the founders, the board members, the amazing staff that cares so much. We thank you for the families that hold these graduates today. And of course, we thank you for the class of 2023. Dear Lord, may we take this day and have it sanctified by you, whatever that means to each person. And in that, may we please have white, bright, loving, and shining light. Great Creator, thank you for letting this group learn so deeply the importance of care, of being open to change, always coming from a place of kindness, compassion, and love. May they celebrate safely. May they celebrate with discernment. And may they please celebrate their lives, their journeys, with consciousness for each breath and with each moment. Thank you for this blessing. Thank you and congratulations. And thank you for the bright, loving celebration of today. We ask for your blessings. All my relations, amen.
Thank you, Dr. Wired, for those words. We appreciate you. Dr. Wired has been with us every year. This is our 15th year at Taos Academy being open. We have actually 14 graduating classes. So we appreciate you very much, Dr. Wired. Have a great day. Okay, now we can do our student letter awards with Ms. Gravitz and Mr. Van Milligan. Thanks.
I'll go first. So basically, this is the first year that we are handing out athletic awards, and having been the athletic coordinator coordinating those students that have participated in athletics outside of the school, being and representing their home school. So starting off, and Mr. V is going to also do it for esports. First is Morgan Adams for rodeo. Next, Arturo Archuleta. Next is Manta Chacon Mantala. Having gone and watched these boys wrestle was just, I know, we all went, Mr. Kelly, Dr. Phyllis and I, we road tripped to go watch them, and seeing their faces when all of a sudden they looked up and saw us sitting there, it was magic. And thank you, and you guys did terrific. Delilah Duran for the New Mexico Governor's STEM Challenge, state champion 2 times. Judah Gonzalez, football. Come here. Oh, God, he's so tall. Unbelievable. Lilith Midair for biking. Arabella Martinez for bowling. Bella. Mae Montoya for golf. Kalena Trujillo for cheer, state champions. Last but not least, Trayson Trey Dog Whitlock. Rodeo. Esports.
Right on. Thank you all. It's a great opportunity for us to celebrate the accomplishments of these 6 seniors who helped me start the program here at Taos Academy, and I really look forward to the continued growth. So I'd like to recognize Scarlet Battle. River Fox. Michaela Martinez. Luis Montes. Elijah Rael. Captain, I should say. Captain Elijah. Thank you. Good job. And Ryder Ryan. Congratulations. All right, that's it for esports.
Let's give our student athletes a round of applause. Nice job, you guys. Yay. That was something new for Taos Academy this year, to recognize all of our team sports, all different sports all over our town. Those rodeo kids, they go all over the nation, so yes. We're really proud of you guys, and nice work. It's not always easy to be a full-time student, and then in some of the sports, all of the sports, it takes a lot of commitment, and we want to honor that, and so thank you guys for being the first to allow us to do that with you. I appreciate that. Another great honor we'd like most years, we work in tandem with UNM Taos to get a lot of our students to a lot of dual credit classes all through their 4 years at Taos Academy, and we encourage all students to take advantage of that. And sometimes we have amazing things happen, like degrees and certificates. And I want to introduce today Dr. Randy Archuleta and Miss Kelsey Mean to present UNM's Associate's Degree Honors today.
Hello. Hi. First and foremost, I just want to thank Taos Academy for inviting us out today. So Dr. Phyllis, thank you so much, as well as Elizabeth. I really appreciate it. We are really appreciative of our partnership with Taos Academy, and so I'm also extremely proud to present and recognize 2 specific students today. But before I do want to just commend everyone who is sitting right in front of me. Congratulations. I know many of you from dual credit, and I know that along with your academics here and sports and job and family and friends, to also do dual credit and to take college level classes, that's huge. And I hope that all of you can just commend yourselves and really be proud of yourselves, because I know you have a whole host of people up here who are and back behind you, who are very proud of you. So without further ado, I do want to bring up Delilah and Autumn. If you can come on up here. So just to give you a little bit of background, this is my year and a half doing this. My name is Kelsey Mead. I oversee the dual enrollment program at UNM Taos, and this is my awesome supervisor, Dean of Instruction, Dr. Randy Archuleta. So I've had the unique privilege of being able to work with these two students to go above and beyond and to work towards and earn their associate's degree. So first and foremost, congratulations. They were, yes. Both Delilah and Autumn were able to walk at our UNM Taos graduation last Friday. And so while they will not receive their diploma yet, they will be getting their diploma in the mail sometime in June, July from University of New Mexico. But until then, I do have some goodie bags that I will definitely give to you. And just to let all of you know, Delilah graduated with her associates in pre-science. And Autumn graduated with her associates in education. So while I can't give you diplomas just yet, these are for you. They are just a bag of goodies. And really, it's also just to let you know that we are always here for you to support you and guide you wherever life takes you after this. And we are all very, very proud of you. So congratulations.
We want to thank Taos Academy for being so supportive of their partnership with UNM Taos, and I just want to congratulate all the graduates, many who I know as a mom in this community and a sports mom. My daughter went here and was classmates with many of you, so I just want to congratulate you and some of the parents I recognize out there, and thank you for your continued support, and I hope you will be part of our program for those in the audience and underclassmen and participating in these dual credit opportunities, and great. We're so proud of the graduates today. That's quite an accomplishment to graduate high school with your associate degree as well, and take that kind of start in life. So congratulations.
Let's give those two a hand again. That's very huge accomplishment, you guys. Nice work. And Dr. Archuleta, I understand we might be one of the only schools in the area that have students that earned associate's degrees this year. That's not been true in the years past, but this year. Is that the case? So again, that's a huge honor to have that happen. So nice work, you guys. Very nice work. Great. All right, well, Taos Academy, many of you know, one of our most favorite things are our student presentations, our student gifts that they give back to us, which is always amazing. So if I could introduce our student performer, A1 student performer, tonight, Elijah Rael, singing I'm Still Standing by Elton John.
Hi everyone, I just want to say thank you for coming today for all our graduates, and thank you to Tracy and all the educators that helped me throughout my high school. I really appreciate it, and if anyone didn't think I could get here, that's the reason why I put this song. So. Ready, Jimmy? All right, guys.
You
could never know what it's like. Your blood like winter freezes just like ice. And there's a cold, lonely light that shines from you. You wind up like the wreck you hide behind that mask you use. And did you think this fool could never win? Look at me, I'm coming back again. I got a taste of love in a simple way. And if you need to know while I'm still standing, you just fade away. Don't you know I'm still standing better than I ever did? Looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. And I'm still standing after all this time, picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. Once I never could have hoped to win. You starting down the road, leaving me again. The threats you made were meant to cut me down. If our love was just a circus, you'd be a clown by now. You know I'm still standing better than I ever did. Looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. I'm still standing better than I ever did. Picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't you know that I'm still standing better than I ever did? Looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. And I'm still standing after all this time, picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing. I'm sorry guys. I'm still standing.
Awesome, thank you. That was great. Still standing, yes? Very good. Well, it's my pleasure to introduce Elizabeth LeBlanc, our principal, who works with our students and our staff daily and helps them to get to this point throughout their entire, some of you even 8 years that you've been here. Let me just find out, how many of you have been here 8 years? There are a few of you that stuck it out all 8 years. Very good. Woo-hoo, Ryder. Yes, we remember you guys, yes. And how many of you just for high school, all 4 years of high school? Yeah, there we go. Nice job, you guys. Yay. As Dr. Wired said, you know, you guys went through the last, 4 years have been tough. And so we're really proud of you for sticking it out and sticking with it. And you're here now. Awesome. So, no further ado, Ms. LeBlanc.
All right, I come bearing gifts. First of all, welcome. Thank you all for being here. This is a moment where we are kind of saying farewell to our group of seniors and wishing them the best and taking some time to celebrate them before we send them out on their next part of their journey. We also have some staff members that we would like to recognize for certain parts of their journey. So, first of all, I would like to thank the man on the piano, Mr. Jimmy Stadler, if he would come up for a minute. Sorry, we're not letting him leave, actually. But Jimmy both really kick-started our music program and has given so much to that music program to grow it. So many of you have been impacted by it personally. So many of us have gotten to enjoy it. He is moving on to, basically he's leaving us to go on tour and do more recording, from what I understand. So it's hard to be sad to see him go, because we know that we are letting him move on to the other things that he loves, but we have enjoyed being part of his journey. Thank you so much, Jimmy.
Thank you. I don't have anything planned, but thank you so much. It's been a wonderful 12 years, challenging. I learned a lot from everyone here, and thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Karen, and everybody. Keep the music alive.
Thank you, and we will. Next person I would like to recognize, again, someone who is moving on in their educational journey, has been with us as your Dean of Students, Mr. Warren Kelly, not fully retiring, but I think is looking forward to a class of slightly smaller students than high school. And in honor, we have retired his orange safety vest.
There's no joke right now. You know what jokes are. They escape you when you need them. All right. Yeah. All right, what did the 0 say to the 8? Nice belt. Here's one I said already. It's dad joke time. They're not supposed to be good. You know you how to say puma in Spanish? Yawar. What did one yawar say to the other yawar? What did they say? Yawar you. Love you guys. See you later.
So Mr. Kelly has taken it upon himself to start every single day at Taos Academy with dad jokes. And I actually read a study, like actual research, that backs up that dad jokes actually have huge impact on kids. It helps teaching them being resilient and living through awkward moments. Just saying. So it's research-based. And then before we turn our attention back to you, our lovely students, I also wanted to recognize two people who are on a different side of their educational journey. One is Miss Megan Jenkins, who has finished her first full year with us as a teacher and is coming back for more next year. So stand up, please. And the other is a former Taos Academy student, graduate in the class of 2020, who has returned to us as an educational assistant and is going back to get her teaching degree, and that is Miss Jimena Ballesteros. All right, now back to our graduates. Last year was the first year that we did this. It was such a great tradition, we decided to keep it. But we gift to you one last thing to help you on your journey. So your class gift from your school is the book that was sitting in your chair when you got here. It's called I'm in Charge of Celebrations. It's one that I used to read with my first and second graders. I know your reading skills are way beyond that by now, but the book is basically about taking time to create your own celebrations. And this is a group that has come so far. We have people who have their own businesses. We have people who have done high school while they became parents, which, I mean, working as a parent is hard enough. I would never try high school again. It is huge that they have accomplished this. We have people, as you know, that have gotten their associate's degree one weekend and then came back to get their high school diploma. Hugely talented group in front of us. So while we are celebrating you today, what I really want you to think about as you head out, I guess the message would be don't wait for other people to celebrate you. You are all amazing. Take that knowledge with you. Celebrate you every single day. Invite others to join you, but don't wait for them. We love you all so much, and we are so proud of you. Thank you. All right, so I kept this short and sweet because our students usually do this so much better. So we're now hearing from them. We have Maya Montoya, who is our salutatorian. So she will be addressing you first.
Okay, wow, there's a lot of people. Okay. Good afternoon, friends, family, staff, faculty, and most importantly, the class of 2023. Woo! My name is Maya Montoya, and I'm honored to say that I'm speaking to you as the class of 2023's salutatorian. First off, I want to say thank you to everyone who has pushed me to be able to speak in front of you here today. My family, my friends, and the teachers and staff here at Taos Academy. Without these relationships, I would not be the person I am today. To my Grandma Maxine and my Grandpa Mark, who have been my biggest fans and supporters and my shoulders to cry on. My mom, Angelica, who's been my A1 since day one, the strongest woman I know, and the best role model for me. My best friends, Kaylin and Megan, who have made me laugh or smile when everything felt like it was falling apart. My stepdad, Anthony, and my brothers, Sammy, Gabe, and Jay, who have been the people to push me the hardest. And to the teachers and staff who gave endless support, had endless conversations with me, and gave me forever relationships with them. Muchas gracias por todo lo que han hecho por mí. This feeling is so surreal because I had dreamed of being valedictorian since I was in middle school. But after being told I was salutatorian, I felt defeated.
Talking with my classmates, we thought it would be nice to ask each graduating senior to write one word or sentence, and that would be used for the valedictorian speech. 4 years later, I decided to make that idea into a reality. I asked all of the 2023 graduating seniors 3 things. Who is someone they look up to? Who is someone they look to? Someone who gives them guidance. And who is someone they look forward to knowing or meeting? Recently, I watched a speech given by Matthew McConaughey in which he gave his answers to these questions. He looked up to God, who guided his journey and blessed him. He looked to his family, and he looked to his mother, father, wife, and children, who gave him the courage and the feeling of significance. He looked forward to his future self every 10 years. He chased the person he wanted to become, the person who was better than his past self. These are the answers of our graduating class. Sometimes there is no one to look up to, and that is a part of life. At other times, friends and families help us solve problems and are there for us. Parents who are hard workers, who put their children before themselves, and have taught us the important things in life. Our aunts, uncles, and cousins who help guide us. There are times when we look up to musicians, people who we idolize, for their ability to convey power and motion within their different approaches to music. The actors we see in movies or on TV, who teach us that the best thing we can do is get back up when we get knocked down. People we look to are our mentors, those who have pushed us to do better despite our circumstances. We look to our friends, those who comfort and accept us, those friends who never betray our trust and have been a major part of our lives. Our parents who care for us, who provide a listening ear and a comforting shoulder to lean on. These are the people who give us an outside perspective and a helping hand. We look forward to the people who we choose to be in our future, the ones we choose to call family. We look forward to the people we will meet, the people who start as strangers and can become more to us, the friends who spend years with us, learning who we are and developing our relationships. In 10 years, the person we've worked towards becoming can be someone we can look forward to. The ambitious person who will learn how to be successful in life and appreciate what is in front of us. So, we started our high school experience with so much going on in the world, and it is still happening. However, we have been able to build ourselves up into the people seated here today. Maybe, one day, in 10 years, we will have become someone to look up to, someone to look forward to, and someone to look to. We are the future, and we will impact future generations. So congratulations to each and every student here. We did it.
All right, not to take away your aspirations for, in 10 years, but you guys already are all of those things to us, just so you know. All right, I now get to give the floor to Juliana Ford for another student performance.
Hello, everyone. I just wanted to say thank you to all of you and the staff for this opportunity, because it's something that I've wanted to do for a really long time. All right, and this is The Show by Lenka. I'm just a little bit caught in the middle. Life is a maze, and love is a riddle. I don't know where to go, can't do it alone. I've tried, and I don't know why. Slow it down, make it stop, or else my heart is going to pop. 'Cause it's too much, yeah, it's a lot to be something I'm not. 'Cause I'm a fool out of love, and I just can't get enough. I'm just a little bit caught in the middle. Life is a maze, and love is a riddle. I don't know where to go, can't do it alone. I've tried, and I don't know why. I'm just a little kid lost in the moment. I'm so scared, but I don't show it. I can't figure it out, it's bringing me down. I know I've got to let it go and just enjoy the show. The sun is hot in the sky, just like a giant spotlight. People follow the signs and synchronize in time. It's a joke, nobody knows they've got a ticket to the show. I'm just a little bit caught in the middle. Life is a maze, and love is a riddle. I don't know where to go, can't do it alone. I've tried, and I don't know why. I'm just a little girl lost in the moment. I'm so scared, but I don't show it. I can't figure it out, it's bringing me down. I know I've got to let it go and just enjoy the show. Dum-dee-dum, da-dum-dee-dum. Just enjoy the show. Thank you.
Thank you, Julie. All right, it gives me great pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker for this event. By popular demand, this is someone who is someone I looked up to before I actually met her, having read her work and been really excited. And then she came into Taos Academy by invitation of another teacher one day and walked into the classroom, and it turned out she's also an amazing teacher. And then I got to know her, and she is one of my favorite human beings also. Miss Estelle, come on up.
Ooh, I'm shaky. I don't think I've had the chance to thank all of you for choosing me to do this. I'm so honored, and I love you all so much. And I'm going to do my very best to do right by you, and I'm going to try not to cry. All right? Those are all the things. High school is like a mosh pit. Sometimes you can hang in there while you're thrown all over the place, and it feels life-affirming. And sometimes you accidentally get elbowed in the face and wonder why you decided to jump in there. Is that too Gen X? Okay, high school is you as raw material and infinite potential, like you're an amethyst or something. And in August of 9th grade, you're still in your original state, so when you walk through the doors of high school, you're bumping up against rocks and crystals of all different types and colors and brilliance, and slowly over time, through trial and error and stupidity and insight and grit, and lots of polishing and brightening and trimming away at what's no longer needed, you smooth out and morph into these shiny selves. As teachers, it is our great privilege to be there alongside your discoveries and hardships and breakdowns and ultimately every step and small victory that has led you here today. Most of you have, at some point in the last 4 years, had big, giant obstacles to contend with, and you're here anyway. Sorry, I'm left-handed, so I'm like... While I would like to stand here and praise you indefinitely, I recognize that A, families and caregivers are probably still coming down from the push you've made over the last months, and are all in need of a party and/or a nap, and possibly an adult beverage. And B, you are ready to walk across this stage. So let me say as much as I can in the 10 minutes I've been given. Shavers, get your timers. I've been on this earth almost 50 years, and I know maybe 5 things in total. So here are my spark notes. First, understand now that your body and face are going to change regularly for the rest of your lives. You're like, oh, I'm a grown-up now, and this is my face. This is not your face. This is not your body. No one told me about that, and I want to do the solid of informing you now. Also, you are all beautiful. You may not think you're beautiful, and you may not believe me when I tell you that you are, but you are. Someday, you will look longingly at pictures of your younger self and be like, what is that hair? And also, God, I'm gorgeous. You will then look in the mirror and ask yourself why your face is slowly melting. This is true for everyone, so please appreciate your collagen and love your shape and all your cells. Don't be mean to your body. You can't exist on the planet without it. Graduating from high school is like standing in front of a door. When you receive your diploma, you'll be walking through it. You think you've basically been a grown-up, right? Many of you are caregivers yourselves, or have jobs, or cars, or romantic relationships, or have lived through a lot. But when you walk through the graduation door, you'll never be the same. My advice is this: get used to it, because behind that door, there's another door. In my considerable experience, you will be presented with new doors regularly. You will learn to sprint through one and glide through another, and sometimes you'll even have to crawl. Avoid needing to be shoved. So yeah, get used to new things and situations. Keep yourselves gritty. Stay in fighting shape. Now gather round, children. I'm going to tell you a little story. Once upon a time, there was a band called the Beatles. One day, one of them, named John Lennon, went to an art show. This new artist, named Yoko Ono, had an installation in a New York gallery. One of the pieces was a ladder that led up to a little peephole. So the famous Beatle climbed the ladder and looked inside. He saw one word: yes. That one word changed his life because he needed to talk to the artist about her intentions, and he wound up marrying her. Later, in an interview, he said if her art installation piece had said no instead of yes, he would have walked out and they wouldn't have even spoken. Wait, I just realized that's a bad example. Okay. The point is, if Shakespeare was right and life is a stage and we're all actors on the boards, why not say yes to your life regardless of the circumstances? Why not create the life you want? Why not chase your dreams? Even if they don't turn out the way you imagined, and they probably won't, you will be in for a grand adventure. 16 years ago, I had a dream that turned into a story, and I said yes, and I wrote it. And it changed everything about my life. Another day, I got really anxious about what would happen if I never got published, and so I asked around about internships in publishing and got hired at the New York agency where I am now the senior content development editor at large. And I did get published. And I did get published, and that is why I have so many jobs. It's possible I need to say no sometimes, but the possibility of your invention and eventually your reinvention lies in the yes, the level of passion and attention and honor you bring to your efforts and your life. And please know, life is a windy road. I got an undergrad in theater, was a waitress for years, a stay-at-home mom, a video store manager, and I was well into my 30s before I knew what I really wanted to do. And that's okay, it really is. Accept that every effort and every blessing is paradoxical, that the best things are hard, that we have to burn to rise from the ashes. A year and a half ago, I stood bald and skinny in the middle of my field and watched the snow fall. And I knew I would never have been able to see it the way I was seeing it if I hadn't gone through that particular health ordeal. There was total peace in the cold midwinter of my own life. While I don't wish that experience on any of you, I want you to know that saying yes to whatever is happening and dealing with it clearly and powerfully is what will lead you to being the most of yourself. Life will turn out for you if you stay present to it. That's the truth, and if you understand it properly, life will open to you in ways you can't even begin to imagine. I know that for sure. After all, it's how I got to you. And that has literally given me a level of fulfillment beyond my imaginings. So thank you. And now, thank you. And now, some math. Curveball! I'm going to present you with an equation. They know I don't math. I'm going to present you with an equation, which is one of my favorite things to do when I'm trying to make sense of something complex. All right, here we go. High school plus weird skin and hopes and lunch cart and new body parts and the best friends and the worst friends minus childhood and innocence and thinking parents are perfect, divided by COVID-19 and wearing masks and being alone in rooms for a year and forgetting what it was even like to be around people, to hug, to braid each other's hair and dogpile until a teacher like me asked you to please stop. Multiplied by the power of coming back together, remembering what it was to share space, getting to see the bottom halves of each other's faces, and having undergone a complete transformation. Plus, a merciful return to deodorant, and pants with buttons, and occasionally the washing of hair. Multiplied again by the love of one another, by the challenge of being back with ourselves and with each other, minus going to the bathroom in clusters and Mr. Kelly having to play bathroom monitor, but also plus the College Link bathroom pass. If you know, you know. Minus Brainly, minus Chatbot, minus feeling too despondent and stressed to do our best, and our best sometimes being staying in bed with the blankets over our heads, minus get your parking situation sorted out. And heartbreak, and friendships lost or abandoned. And no, you cannot park across the street. No, you cannot wear a hat. No, you cannot have your phone out and be having a full conversation in the middle of my class. Yes, as a matter of fact, we did catch that on camera because it's a camera. Also, please stop cursing, because when you curse, it makes me want to curse, and none of us are allowed to do that here. Times edge, and edge, and edge. And no, this is not your OG. This is your OG, not your AG. Plus, I'm hungry, and then go see Miss Jamie. Plus STEM classes, and prom, and Jimmy, and science awards, and esports, and roping, and rodeo, and all the sports balls, and dance, and coding, and even a couple of associate's degrees. Plus showing up and climbing things, and running rivers, and doing feats we never thought we would or could do. Plus the power of capstone, multiplied by 30-some teachers and administrators who love every single one of you. Plus getting to know yourselves and possibly settling into that a bit and understanding the world just a little better. Developing compassion, responsibility, a vision for the future, and some understanding of what it means to be human, to live, to die, to love. All of which equals you're here, which equals you're graduating, which equals how very much all of us love all of you, which equals congratulations. We are all so proud. We will miss you. And instead of being students in these halls, you will now be legends. Thank you.
Mrs. Stell, we love you, and we know we're going to see you next year too, so awesome. I just want to say one thing real quick. I too said yes 16 years ago. Here we are, after 16 years, so I get it. Say yes. Your dreams, I mean, really, you guys, 16 years ago, Miss Moulton and I, you all know Miss Moulton, said, yes, we can do this. We can open a school. We were thinking. However, here we are with all these wonderful buildings, all these wonderful students, all these wonderful parents, community members. And so thank you. Thank you for reminding me, too, to say yes. Don't forget, say yes. All right. So here we go. It is now time for conferring the diplomas, all of your diplomas. These are your teachers who are going to say, yeah, they actually did it. Yes, for sure. So here we go. Hopefully you're all on the list, right? You are all on the list, right? Okay, I think you all have hats, so I think we're good. So here we go. Taos Academy Governing Council and faculty, please stand as I call your name. As I call your name. You know, I just want to say teachers are the worst listeners. I want to say that out loud. I have told them that so many times this year. I'm going to say it to all of you. Here we go. We'll try again. Please stand when I call your name. Miss Elizabeth LeBlanc, Principal. Mr. Warren Kelly, Dean of Students. Miss Karen Shannon, Governing Council. Mr. Dean Caldwell, Governing Council. Mr. Martin Moltz, Governing Council. I lost my place. Miss Angelina Valpondo. There we go, I got it. And Miss Melissa Montoya, School Counselors. Here are our teachers. Miss Jeanette Henshaw, Miss Jamie Lucero Martinez, Miss Estelle Luer, Miss Robin Shaver, Miss Pamela Goodwind, Miss Bree Messerol. These are your senior advisors and counselors. Now, Mr. Julian Cisneros, Mr. Leo DeGeest, Miss Linda DeGeest, Miss Gail Denzo, Miss Megan Jenkins. Oh, she's a popular one. Miss Lisa Joseph, she's in our other building. Miss Patty Kravitz, Miss Tammy Martinson, Miss Patricia Maher. All right. Mr. Ben Mortensen. Miss Erica Olsen Hensley. There we go. Mr. Billy Pepper. Miss Kelsey Pike. Mr. Lee Shaver. Miss Jordan Van Koolen. She's in our other building. Mr. Cal Van Willigan. Mr. Jason Weisfeld, and Miss Karen Moulton. I believe I saw her earlier. But. Okay, it is now time to confirm with faculty the recommendation of graduation for Taos Academy's 2023 graduates. Upon recommendation of the faculty, each student in Taos Academy's class of 2023 has successfully completed a course of study prescribed for graduation from this high school and therefore awarded a diploma given this 19th day of May 2023. Do you confer? We do. Thank you for that. Listen, you guys, they said yes. Good job. Okay, thank you. And now, Miss Estelle and Miss Robin, if you would come up, please, and we'll call each graduate to come up and receive your diploma. Staff, you may be seated. Thank you very much.
So we wait until they go over. So once Morgan is right there, you can start.
Morgan Adams. Morgan will be going to Eastern New Mexico. Morgan received an academic scholarship through the school and also through the High School Rodeo Association. Morgan's advice for his younger self is do things the right way the first time. Morgan has been involved in the New Mexico High School Rodeo Association and was director in calf roping and is currently the director in the breakaway. Morgan competes in the team roping event as a healer.
Marisa Abelar. Marissa's main memory from high school will be her music class, the fight to join the class on time, the practices, and eventually having to create an after-school class group. Her post-graduation plans are to go to UNM and Taos for the first few years to get an Associates of Arts in Pre-Business, then go to UNM Albuquerque for a bachelor's with a major in entrepreneurship and a minor in music. She wants to be a musician and be able to live off of her music. But if that doesn't work, she'll open a music store with a venue area inside. No matter what, she plans to go to many, many concerts. Her advice to her younger self would be, go out with friends more, do more, and don't be an old lady all the time. Also, practice the guitar more.
Arturo Archuleta. Arturo's takeaway from high school was definitely wrestling and going to his first tournament. His post-graduation plans are to leave for Kentucky July 31st to join the National Guard and then go to college after. His advice for his younger self is to believe in himself, because if you don't, then none of your dreams or anything will come true.
Scarlett Battle. Scarlett's favorite memory from her high school years was in October of 2020, the semester before transferring to the academy. She was driving to Taos with her parents and was upset that she'd be missing Halloween because of the pandemic and they would be on the road trip. So in lieu of trick-or-treating, she chose to wear her self-painted steampunk plague doctor mask down the highway into every gas station they paused at. After graduation in the fall of 2023, Scarlett hopes to go for a major in creative writing at the University of Georgia. She hopes to get several other diplomas for things such as art and parapsychology. If she had been able to give herself advice, it would be, during her second year of high school when COVID first locked everything up, to do not procrastinate and take care of her work. She has been in many clubs and sports, and these include archery, swim team, esports, chess club, and area silks.
Isabel Berry. One memory of Isabel from high school was having the freedom to make her own choices and learning from them and learning to push herself toward the path she wants to be on. She will be taking a gap year and will be traveling through California with a friend. In late July, she will be coming back to Taos to dance with Ballet Taos's summer company and Jacques Sato's summer company. From there, Isabella plans to travel through Colorado and audition for dance companies around the area. Her advice for her younger self is let things take time. There's no use in stressing over something that's going to have the same outcome whether you're stressed out or not. Except you did 2 years of high school in one, so...
Monte Chacon. Monte's memory from high school is the time he tore his MCL during wrestling. His post-graduation plans are to study for emergency services in Albuquerque. His advice for his younger self would be to be more kind to others. His main activity in high school was wrestling.
Okay. Delilah Duran. Delilah's main takeaway from high school is to stop caring about grades and work so much. She thinks that students should be learning, not having to worry about having the best grades in the class. After graduation, she plans to go to Oregon State University or the University of Georgia for her undergraduate work, and she will be majoring in zoology and minoring in music. During this time, she wants to travel around and explore as a wildlife conservationist and keep up her passion for composing music. Her goal after undergrad is to attend Royal Veterinary College and work toward her Doctor of Wildlife Veterinary Medicine with a focus in herpetology. She wants to practice medicine as well and continue playing music. She is receiving the Lannel Bronze Scholarship, Stadler Music Scholarship, among others. Her advice she has for her younger self would be to stop caring as much and just be a kid. I feel like there's a theme here. Take a step back and enjoy your adolescence. Throughout high school, she played in Jimmy's school band for a total of 6 years. Currently, she is the president of the Honor Society, National Honor Society, and has been a member since her sophomore year. She's also competed in the science fair under Laura Tenorio for 7 years and has won many awards. Delilah is Taos Academy's first recipient of the Science Honors Cord.
Kaylin Fitch. Kaylin's main takeaway from her high school years was that by surrounding herself with people that are going to love and support her through all of her journeys is one of the most important things she could have done. She has had so many amazing teachers and friends throughout her 6 years at TA that she wants to thank, because she would not be the person that is getting ready to walk across the stage at graduation without them. Her post-graduation plans include spending her summer finishing up the last requirements for her private pilot's license. She will then be heading to the University of North Dakota to pursue a Bachelor of Science in Commercial Aviation in the fall of 2023. Kaylin's advice for her younger self would be, you need to live in the now versus stressing out about the future.
Juliana Ford. In high school, Juliana created many new friendships as well as strengthened the friendships she already had. Her post-graduation plans are going to UNM main campus in August to study biology. She received the Woodward Scholarship from the B. and Helen K. Woodward Trust Fund for UNM. Juliana's advice for her younger self is never be afraid to ask questions and ask for help. She participated in our school's music class as well as many National Honor Society volunteer events over the past 2 years.
River Fox. One of River's favorite memories of high school was of senior prom night with all his friends and goofy shenanigans that were involved. River's post-graduation plans is he's going to do his basics at UNM and then transfer colleges to pursue a master's in bioengineering. His advice for his younger self: you really got to stop procrastinating so much it bites you in the butt. River did esports and science fairs. He got second place in esports within the state, and he also got the favorite student award from Miss Robin, obviously.
Jason Gallegos. As a Flex Academy student, Jason's memories of high school include going to his grandma's house and staying there. Jason plans to attend a trade school to become a welder in the future. His advice to his younger self would be not to be scared and try new things. Throughout high school, Jason enjoyed taking culinary arts classes and playing baseball.
Saray Garcia. One of her favorite high school memories was from this year when presented and receiving her bilingual seal. The whole process was rewarding and so much fun. After school, she plans on attending the University of New Mexico for vocal performance and opera theater. Then she would love to go to flight attendant school, because that is one of her biggest goals, is to travel. Some advice to her younger self is to never give up. There's always going to be people who want to drag you down, but no matter what, you just have to keep going and always be thankful for the wonderful people who are always by your side, and support them through everything. They mean the most.
Benjamin Judah Gonzalez. Benjamin's main takeaway from high school is that you won't always have it your way in life, and you just have to keep pushing through and manning up about it. He plans on apprenticing as a diesel mechanic. His advice to his younger self would be to have a strong mindset and to stay resilient.
Trent Guilfoyle. Trent's memories he holds most dear to himself will be meeting all of his friends. After graduating, he's going to college for engineering. Some advice he would give his younger self would be to take in help from others. There are people that can help you as well as want to, so take advantage of it.
Wait, he also did 2 years in 1 year. He's graduating a year early, so big congratulations. Kislev Juarez. Kislev's main takeaway from high school was that she had the experience of balancing 2 different languages, which are English and Spanish. Thanks to the help of the school and her family, she gained the privilege of participating and earning the New Mexico State Bilingual Seal. She plans to go to a school of massage therapy. Kislev's advice to her younger self is that it is important to finish all projects on time. High school years can look scary, but if you concentrate on finishing what you need for the week, you will have better results. It means try not to procrastinate on your activities. Also, show respect to your teachers. Thank you, Kislev, because they are people who are trying to help you complete your assignments. Also, you need to be humble in order to understand what they are teaching you, and then for sure, you will find school easier.
Kaylee Kelly. Kaylee's takeaway from high school is that you get out the effort you put into something, so always try your best. Her post-graduation plans are that she'll be going to the University of Portland, where she'll be studying theater and film, and hopefully exploring marine science as well. Kaylee will be pursuing a career in the film production industry. She is receiving a presidential scholarship and a UP grant, both from the University of Portland. Kaylee's advice to little Kaylee would be, don't be so afraid of failure. Try new things and enjoy failing at them.
Lillis Mater. Lillis's takeaway from high school is to work hard and not procrastinate. Sorry. After she graduates high school, she's going to Montana State University to get her bachelor's in environmental science. She is receiving the Achievement Award, Lannel, and the John and Marty Brown Leadership Scholarship. Lillis's advice to her younger self is to be yourself.
Arabella Martinez. Arabella's favorite high school memory was her first day at Taos Academy when she met some of her now best friends. After high school, she plans to stay in Taos for a bit and start her college path to become an advocate for children who go through the loss of a parent. My advice for her advice for her younger self would be to not procrastinate and just do the homework. Arabella is a member of the Junior Bowlers Tour and travels for bowling. She has also played softball and hockey for as long as she can remember.
Michaela Martinez. Michaela's main memory from high school was when for prom, everyone formed a giant dance circle. After graduating, she plans to begin studying writing in college and take her basics at UNM or Northern. Eventually, she wants to be an author. If she could give young Michaela advice, she would tell herself to try and interact more with her classmates. During high school, she participated in esports, Mario Kart, and in Dungeons and Dragons.
Vanessa Martinez. One memory Vanessa will take from high school is that she met a lot of people and had many different experiences. She plans on starting college in the summer at UNM, but before that, she's going traveling. Vanessa's advice for her younger self would be that life is hard and there are many challenges we have to face, but once you get through it, you'll learn new things.
Luis Montes. Luis says that one of his notable high school memories is actually one from this year, winning the 3rd place in the state in esports playing Madden. It's probably his proudest moment of his life, actually. Next year, he'll be hopefully studying history and would either like to go to NMSU or UTEP in El Paso. His advice he would give to his younger self would be to be calmer, ask for help, and don't be so prideful.
Did it. Maya Montoya. Maya's favorite memory from high school is being one of the first people to get her bilingual seal at Taos Academy. In the presentation, she was able to talk about her great-grandmother, who had a huge impact on her journey to speaking Spanish, as she is her biggest role model and the person Maya strives to make most proud. Her post-graduation plan is to run for the 2023 Vienna of the Fiestas de Taos. In the fall, she plans to go to the University of New Mexico and get a Bachelor's of Art in Speech and Hearing Sciences to one day be a speech and language pathologist. She received this presidential scholarship from UNM and the Northern New Mexico Seniors Men's Golf Association Scholarship. Advice for her younger self would be to crack that egg when it hatches.
Samuel Montoya. Sam's main memory is of COVID. He is attending New Mexico State University to study range management and then hopefully will go to Nevada and cowboy there for a while. His advice to his younger self is, life's short, so ride the rank ones and cover new country. He had multiple internships ranching in northern New Mexico.
Autumn Nieto. Autumn's takeaway from her high school years would be that not everyone is the same or will act the same, but she can control how she responds or acts without completely changing who she is. She is planning on going to the University of New Mexico in Albuquerque and will be working on her bachelor's degree in education. She is receiving the Woodward Scholarship at UNM. Her advice to her younger self is that people can easily take advantage of you, and you will do so without a second thought of how you feel. So don't completely overwork yourself. Congratulations.
Destiny Pacheco. One memory from Destiny's high school years is winning prom royalty in the 11th grade. She was so embarrassed when they called her up that after she got the crown, she quickly left. But she forgot to get her flowers, so they had to chase her down to give them to her. Destiny's postgraduate plan is to take a gap year and get a job, then attend UNM Taos and get an EMT certificate. Her advice for her younger self is to be more gentle with her toys. They could be worth a lot in the future. She's a volunteer firefighter at the Dixon Fire Station.
Denali Day Padberg. Denali's main memory of high school is when she put on a one-woman photography show at the Stables Art Gallery with the help of Taos Academy and Heather Sparrow's True Kids One photography internship. After graduation, Denali plans to take a gap year in which she will learn about filmmaking by reading books on the subject and working on a student film. After Denali turns 18, she plans to attend UNM for film studies. Denali's advice for her younger self is, it's okay not to have all the answers. Nobody has all the answers.
Elijah Rael. One memory Elijah has of high school year that will really stay with him is winning senior prom king. That was great. Elijah's post-graduation plans, he plans on getting his real estate license after high school, and then he'll decide what he's going to do with his life next year, maybe move out of New Mexico. Some advice for his younger self would be to stop procrastinating everything, make a plan, and do it. Also, it would be great not to take inconveniences in a negative way. It happens, move forward, and live your life. He has participated in Jimmy Stadler's music program. He has also done esports since his sophomore year and has gotten 2 medals and earned a trophy for our school.
Ezra Radigan. Ezra's takeaway from high school is to not make big mistakes. Small mistakes are fine, but nothing big enough to derail your future. His post-graduation plans are to attend Fort Lewis College in Durango. He plans to major in biology and biochemistry because he eventually wants to be an anesthesiologist. Ezra's advice to his younger self would be to not stress the things you cannot control, to be kind and compassionate, to always be grateful to have the parents you have, and to stick with Stephen no matter what.
Karen Rivera. One thing Karen is taking away from high school are the conversations she had in 11th grade in Miss Olson's class. Those were the best conversations. Karen's plans after graduation are to work and save money, go to UNM here in Taos and get her associates, and eventually transfer to Albuquerque to get her bachelor's. Some advice she'd have for Some advice she'd give to her younger self would be not to take French and choose Spanish for Rosetta Stone, LOL, JK. She would tell her younger self that in life there's going to be people that are going to influence your life decisions and to just make the right choice. Also, just because it's hard at the moment doesn't mean it won't get better.
Amberlyn Roberts. Woo! The best takeaway Amberlyn took from her high school years is hard work pays off. All the late nights and stress was all worth it. She's already started college and high school, so her post-graduation plans are to continue to go to college and get her bachelor's degree in political science, and then go to law school to be a lawyer one day. Amberlyn's advice for her younger self is, you're going to be okay. Whatever everyone else believes, it's just their point of view. It has nothing to do with you.
Fernando Rodarte. Fernando's main memory of high school is how when COVID happened, it went from just 2 weeks off to school exploding from there. He's planning on going to college for nutrition and body science at UNM in Albuquerque. Fernando's advice for his younger self, keep doing EDGE and don't procrastinate. Are there any juniors in here?
Ryder Ryan. Ryder remembers starting every year at Taos Academy wanting to get ahead and finish his classes early, but that never happened. His takeaway is to follow through with any plan you want to set in motion because you lose opportunities you never take. His post-graduation plans are to work, travel, definitely relax, and probably not do much school, at least not initially. Ryder's advice for his younger self, that in exactly 4,291 days, something would happen. Nothing actually would. I just think that would be silly. And do your EDGE. Those YouTube videos are not worth it. He did an array of STEM classes, but most notably Jimmy Stadler's band class for 8 years.
Brianna Slickers. Bree's main takeaway from her high school journey would be not to take the little things for granted. Enjoy the time spent messing around with your friends in study hall. Soak in the good memories and embrace the challenges. See everything as an opportunity instead of just another assignment. Her post-graduation plans, she will be attending Andrews University in Berrien Springs, Michigan. Bree will be pursuing a degree in exercise science, Bachelor of Science, and hopes one day to become a neurological physical therapist.
Stephen Stewart. His takeaway from high school is that he got to experience the different aspects of surrounding himself with different people, which enabled him to learn more about himself and choose what he wanted to do in the future. In the future, he'll be going to college in Colorado to pursue a degree in biochemistry. His plan to travel as much as possible and do things he loves on the side, such as music. Advice to himself: if he could go back to the beginning of high school and give himself a piece of advice, he would choose to put less energy into working and more into the schoolwork he had on his plate. It may have set him up a little bit better, but that's how you learn.
Cersei Tosta. Cersei's takeaway from her years at Taos Academy are to never let work get in the way of making memories. Her post-graduation plans include going to Cody College in Missouri, and she's planning on majoring in biology. Cersei has received an academic scholarship and an esports scholarship. If she could give her younger self any advice, it would be to calm down and stop stressing about how everything is going to turn out. Also, invest in Bitcoin. She has taken part in the band taught by Jimmy Stadler for 2 years and is very happy she did, as she found a great passion for music because of it.
Katana Tracy. Katana's best memory from high school would have to be moving back to Taos and being able to see her friends again and participate in music class again. Her post-graduation plans are to pursue a career in training service dogs. She plans to take a gap year and save money to then attend Bergen University of Canine Studies in California. Katana's advice for her younger self would be, do what makes you happy. She participated in the music program with Jimmy Stadler for 5 years, has been playing music for 12 plus years, and Katana was certified in CPR, first aid for adults, and canine health.
Kalina Trujillo. One of Kalina's favorite memories is when she and Bella would hang out in the office with Amy and Ashley, and in the STEM building with Cruz, and hassling Miss Lucero Martinez. Her post-graduation plans are to graduate from Trinidad State Junior College with a certification in phlebotomy. Wow. A phlebotomist is someone who draws someone's blood for medical testing, in case you didn't know. After she graduates, she plans to work in a hospital, hopefully in Los Alamos.
Samantha Weldon. One of Samantha's favorite memories is tie-dyeing with math enrichment at the end of this year. Next year, she will attend UNM and plans on going into the social sciences, most likely anthropology. Her advice to her younger self is just keep trying. It's not as difficult as it seems.
And last but certainly not least is Trayson Whitlock. Trayson's best memory over his high school years is making the trip out to Las Vegas to watch the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo. His post-graduation plans are to go to New Mexico Junior College in Hobbs. He's going to join their rodeo team and their colt starting program. Trayson's advice to his younger self would be, everybody, don't procrastinate. When you need something done, it's easier to do it and not wait. He participated in the New Mexico High School Rodeo Association. Congratulations.
All right, one last applause for the graduates of 2023. We're very proud of each and every one of you. Okay, well, I'll let you sit down. That's okay. You don't have to hurry. All's well. All right, to close, please, if you would join us after this ceremony for some refreshments out in the hallway. We will be, just some clarification, we will be releasing the students first, and then our teachers and our faculty up here. And families, if you would just please wait a little bit for us to be able to leave, that would be great, thank you. And now, Seniors, if you would please stand. Turn around towards your families. It is my pleasure to present to you the class of 2023 graduates of Taos Academy. You may throw your hats. Congratulations! Woo-hoo!